Fires are ravaging southern Europe. When some are finally brought under control or extinguished, others break out. Croatian firefighters are battling a large forest fire east of Split. In Montenegro, there are several fires burning hills and forests near Podgorica. In Spain, a Catalan national park is burning. And in Italy, there are fires in the area around Mount Vesuvius. For the second day in a row, firefighters are tirelessly battling a fire, threatening a seaside resort on the Adriatic near Split. With the help of residents and firefighting planes, they are doing everything they can to prevent the flames from reaching homes and hotels.
A lot of smoke, so I have asthma, so I would like just to run here to this side, so it's good now.
About 150 firefighters and 3 firefighting planes prevented the burning of houses and small hotels in the area. Several dozen tourists were evacuated, and the main road between Split and Omis was closed to traffic. I smelled smoke around 4 a.m. The forest was burning just above the village of Sumpetar, and by 6 a.m. it had spread all the way here. Congratulations to our firefighters and firefighting aircraft pilots. If they hadn't arrived on time, the fire would have reached us. Strong winds from the north combined with extreme heat in the Balkans are spreading the fire for many kilometers along the Croatian coast. The fight against fire is also underway in several regions of Montenegro, which has only one operational firefighting plane and 1 helicopter. Neighboring countries cannot help because they are fighting their own fires. Because the fire is quite intense and widespread, I can say that we are happy with every house we have managed to save. And we are particularly happy about the shelter, because we also take care of abandoned animals. In Albania, most of the nearly 40 fires that broke out in the last 24 hours have been brought under control. The most difficult situation remains in the southern coastal region of Finik, about 160 kilometers south of the capital. About 800 Albanian soldiers with military planes and helicopters have been sent to fight the forest fires. Since the beginning of July, 35,000 hectares of forest have burned in Albania. Extreme heat and strong winds have caused fires in Spain. The flames have destroyed dozens of homes and forced the evacuation of hundreds of people from a Catalan national park listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Several fires broke out in the regions of Castile and León, and about 700 people in 6 villages were ordered to leave their homes. We came here today to see what the situation is like. How should I feel? Fire is a terrible disaster. People are suffering greatly, especially the elderly, because they are vulnerable. Dry vegetation and strong winds mean that any spark can cause a huge fire, sometimes creating so-called fire whirls or tornadoes. Since the beginning of the year, 17 large fires have consumed over 46,000 hectares in Spain. Neighboring Portugal is also struggling with a series of forest fires during another heat wave. Authorities report 3 large fires. Hundreds of homes had to be evacuated. About 2,000 firefighters are on site, trying to extinguish the flames. For the 4th day, firefighters and volunteers have been trying to extinguish the Terzigno pine forest fire in the national park on the slopes of Mount Vesuvius in southern Italy. Ground teams have focused on checking already burned areas and cutting fire breaks. The fire, which is about 3 kilometers wide, has destroyed hundreds of hectares of forest. Authorities warn that strong winds and steep terrain continue to hamper efforts to fight the fire in one of Italy's most visited national parks.